my name is, and this is just a formality at this point, Carlisle Huntington. Thanks, Mom. And I will be reciting Cartoon Physics by Nick Flynn. You guys ready? Thank you. Children under, say, 10 shouldn't know that the universe is ever expanding, inexorably pushing into the vacuum, galaxies swallowed by galaxies, whole solar systems collapsing. All of it acted out in silence. At 10, we're still learning the rules of cartoon animation. That if a man draws a door on a rock, only he can pass through it. Anyone else who tries will crash into the rock. 10-year-olds should stick with burning houses, car wrecks, ships going down, earthbound, tangible disasters. Arenas where they can be heroes. You can run back into the burning house. Sinking ships have lifeboats. The trucks will come with their ladders, and if you jump, you will be saved. A child places her hand on the roof of a school bus and drives across a city of sand. She knows the exact spot the bus will skid, at which point the bridge will give, who will swim to safety, and who will be pulled under by sharks. She will learn that if a man runs off the edge of a cliff, he will not fall until he notices his mistake. Thank you. And now my response poem entitled The Big Picture. A girl beneath the covers, a sob stuck in her throat. A pair of angry lovers and a brother who just couldn't cope. A gentle tap at the window, a soft blue light without a source. A man with eyes that seem to glow. And nature about to take its course. I have something I want to show you, he said, his voice barely a whisper. Won't you come away with me? He held out a calloused hand to her, and they flew off, farther than the eye could see. See these stars, he said, this moon, that sun, all those shining galaxies? Well, he is a very special one, for he is a part of all of these. See the earth, he said, 1,000,000 miles away. See how small it looks from here? See how it turns day by day by day? Shouldn't that be reason enough not to fear? I know, he said, that life is vast in its unknowableness. But don't let a little thing like that make you feel small. For you are not entrenched in some deep abyss, but rather an essential part of it all. From stars we came, he said, and to stars we shall return. Life is a motley of mysteries, but all the more to learn. Salt stained her cheek where the tears had dried, and the man held on to that dying star. He was the only one who tried. Thank you, spaceman, she said. This sure has been fun. Now, instead of a family crisis, I have an existential one.
Don't we all have an existential one? All right, here's my score. OSHA Team 1 at the end of round 3 scored 163 points. How does a backwards poet write? Did someone say how or uh-oh? Because I think I heard uh-oh up there. Another bad joke. In verse. All right. Sage Hill is up next to share the stage with me now, and that means OSHA Team 2.0 is on deck. Please welcome Sage Hill.
Hello. My name is Griffin Brabeck, and I will be doing Let Me Tell You What a Poem Brings by Juan Felipe Herrera. Before you go further, let me tell you what a poem brings. First, you must know the secret. There is no poem to speak of. It is a way to attain life with no boundaries. Yes, it is that easy, a poem. Imagine me telling you this. Instead of going day by day against the razors, well, the judgments, all the tick-tock bronze, a leather jacket sizing you up, the fashion mall, for example. From the outside, you believe you're being entertained. When you enter, things change. You get caught by surprise. Your mouth goes sour. You get thirsty. Your legs grow cold standing still in the middle of a storm. A poem, of course, is always open for business too. But as you can see, it isn't exactly business that pulls your spirit into the alarming waters. There, you can bathe. You can play. You can even join in on the gossip, the mist, that is. The mist becomes central to your existence. Thank you. And my original response poem is called What a Poem Leaves Behind. Let me tell you what a poem leaves behind. You'll only hear the sad parts if someone dies, or towards the middle so I can give you hope towards the end. I may tell you that there are days I want to staple my eyelids shut because I don't feel vital enough to get out of bed, but what you rarely hear is that those days still happen more often than not. I may tell you how I feel when meeting a girl, but you'll rarely hear the storybook ending. Funny thing is, the last time I felt like I was a part of one of those, I was in my bed dreaming that it was you whispering into my ear and not just my pillow. Poetry is the greatest discovery of mankind because it can make you feel more emotionally swayed than anything else going on in your mind, but it can't hold your hand when all you want is to feel connected to something. It can't hold you when all you want to do is cry, and it won't whisper in your ear something that'll make you laugh when you're too angry to even let out a smile. Poetry is the greatest invention of all time, but it leaves behind the concrete interactions necessary for your mind. I can describe any place to you so you can imagine it, but you still won't be there. Poetry isn't complete, but everything and everyone leaves behind something, and I guess my greatest fear is that one day it'll be me. Thank you.
Give it up. That was Sage Hill. I knew that. Sorry, I was trying to Google more bad poetry jokes. All right. Sosha, round 4, 143 points. Great job, Sosha. That is the last score Sosha will get for the evening. All right, on deck, OSHA Team 1, which means OSHA Team 2.0 is coming up to the stage for the last time. Give it up.
Nicole McClendon, and I will be reciting Those Winter Sundays by Robert Hayden. Sundays, too, my father got up early and put his clothes on in the blue-black cold. Then with cracked hands I ached from labor in the weekday while they made banked fires blaze. No one ever thanked him. I'd wake and hear the cold splintering, breaking. When the rooms were warm, he'd call, and slowly I would rise and dress, fearing the chronic angers of that house. Speaking indifferently to him, who had driven out the cold and polished my good shoes as well, what did I know? What did I know of love's austere and lonely offices? Thank you.
J. Jorgensen, and I will be performing the original poem, The Lot. Even on weekends, he wouldn't say where he was going. I'd hear the slam of the screen and notice that the frayed baseball glove was gone and that dust was spiraling down onto his good shoes. So I'd shut the door and go about the tasks of the day. And when he returned, I'd shout at him for running off and slam the screen and drag him inside. He'd protest that no other fathers minded if their sons went to the lot or to the drugstore. But an hour later, he'd tell me about the ball he caught while bounding over the 10-foot fence. And that evening, after yanking him into bed, I'd lean on the post outside his doorway and wonder how I never noticed how like his thick, throaty breaths were to my own. Thank you.
Next year it'll be OSHA team in high definition. All right, Sage Hill, round 4, 144 points. Good job, Sage Hill. All right, this is our last performance of the evening. Please welcome OSHA Team 1 to the stage.
My name is Jade Matthias Bell, and I will be reciting Elegy of Fortinbras by Zbigniew Herbert, translated from the Polish by Czesław Milos. Yep. Now that we're alone, we can talk, Prince, man to man. Though you lie on the stairs and see no more than a dead ant, nothing but black sun with broken rays. I could never think of your hands without smiling. And now that they lie on the stone like fallen nests, they are as defenseless as before. The end is exactly this. The hands lie apart, the sword apart, the head apart, and the knight's feet in soft slippers. You will have a soldier's funeral without having been a soldier. The only ritual I'm acquainted with a little. There will be no candles, no singing, only cannon fuses and bursts, crepe dragged on the pavement, helmets, boots, artillery, horses, drums, I know nothing exquisite. These will be my maneuvers before I start to rule. One has to take the city by the neck and shake it a bit. Anyhow, you had to perish, Hamlet. You were not for life. You believed in crystal notions, not in human clay, always twitching as if asleep. You hunted chimeras wolfishly. You crunched the air only to vomit. You knew no human thing. You did not know even how
to breathe. Now you have peace. Hamlet, you accomplished what you had to, and you have peace. The rest is not silence, but belongs to me. You chose the easier part, an elegant thrust, but what is heroic death compared with eternal watching? With an apple in one's hand on the arm of a narrow chair, with a view of the ant-hill and the clock's dial. Adieu, Prince. I have tasks, a sewer project, and a decree on prostitutes and beggars. I must also elaborate a better system of prisons, since as you justly said, Denmark is a prison. I go to my affairs. This night is born a star named Hamlet. We will never meet. What I shall leave will not be worth a tragedy. It is not for us to greet each other or bid farewell. We live on archipelagos. And that water, these words, what can they do? What can they do? Prince? Thank you.
I am Antonia Silva, and this is Jazz with Fairlyn Getty. Dreaming in Paisley, she buys a silver mirror at a swap meet in downtown Los Angeles. Jim Morrison's city of LA women, and she wishes you would love her madly. But you are busy roaming the streets of San Francisco, Kerouac's capital of the bohemian world. She hangs the mirror above her bed, adorns the walls in silvery satin sheets, Chinese lanterns, a life-size copy of Picasso's Guernica, and Cherokee baskets hand-woven from split river cane. In the smoky heat of the City of Angels, she buys a watermelon from a street vendor on Olvera Street and lugs it 4 blocks home. While she sinks her teeth into the melon swollen with seeds, you slurp noodles in Chinatown, hoping for a red dragon lucky year of the snake fortune cookie that will reveal to you the world's philosophy in a 5-7-5 haiku. At night, she plays Miles Davis and John Coltrane, rolls up her corduroy pants, and remembers the night that you were not following in Ginsberg's footsteps. You were taking her to art galleries where she taught you the difference between cubism and surrealism. You were eating Indian curry and crying at its spiciness while she read you Rumi's love poetry. You were swimming in a saltwater pool, making ripples with your flipper feet when she floated by, kissing your lips and choking on water. Reading essays at City Lights bookstore on Columbus, you feel a tightness in your chest and run out to your car to make sure it hasn't been stolen, Joan Didion slouching towards Bethlehem, still clutched in your hand. The car is parked where you left it, but she is there, leaning against the hood, holding a silver mirror and a broken fortune cookie. Thank you.
Hey guys, have you had fun? I hope so, because I didn't eat up all the fun. OSHA Team 2.0 round 4 scored 136 points. teams up onto the stage with me. We'll get all the final scores tabulated and we'll announce our winner. Woo! Woo! For team 1 for that final round. Or, yeah, I don't have that one though. 136. For those of you tabulating at home, 136. Okay. Oh, and now at the very end, we got some cheers. Finally. All right. Should I go fourth to the first or first? Yeah. All right. In fourth place, please give a round of applause to Team OSHA 2.0, the 500. Job. So I have to make a correction. Earlier this evening I said that the prizes went to creative writing programming. However, the cash prizes are actually going to the teams and the students themselves. So they have to get job. But that means that OSHA Team 2.0 has been reimbursed for the cost of their conference registration. In third place with 581 points, give it up for Sosha. Great job. This girl memorized a lot of poems, guys. A lot of poems. In second place with 586 points, please give it up for Sage Hill. Check to present to anyone, probably because they didn't trust me with it, but hey, good job, team! Give it up for the Alright, unless the powers that be have any more logistics for me to work out, we're good. I would like to say thank you so much, audience, for attending the OC RYSE. It has been a pleasure to be your host. Please come back next year and the many, many years after we will have this event. Thank you.